Welcome everyone, I'm Tim and this is my wife Nikita.
Hello, hello.
Today we'll be going through our plan for spring and into the summer, and we're just going to bring you along for the journey. So I think the first thing that it's important to understand when you're trying to plan out what you want to plant in such a limited space is to pick foods that you're going to eat.
Yeah. That's good advice. Good advice. Although, last year we planted both kale and eggplant, neither of which we ate before planting it. But since planting it and having an abundance in our garden,
yeah, it's true that
we actually really like them.
Yeah, if you do add other vegetables to your garden, they'll be fresher, they'll taste good, and because you put in the effort, you will appreciate.
Yeah, you appreciate them more.
Yeah. It's Anyway, it's still good to have a general
mainly
plan.
The ones that you eat, yeah.
And especially if you're on the budget.
Yes, true.
So at the moment, we haven't filled out any of the stuff that we have in the gardens.
Well, how about we start there then?
Let's start there.
Okay, so at the moment we've got
some chilies that we just moved upstairs.
Yep, so the balcony is a new area this year, which we haven't planted on the balcony previously. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes.
We have some strawberries on our fence out here. We have some...
We've got 2 on the other area too, don't we?
Yep, maybe even 3. Just go 3.
Well,
and then we also have a ton of strawberries throughout the fence garden bed.
Yes.
Which we'll replant.
We'll probably replant, so let's add that up the top here to remind us of them.
Yeah, I think you wrote that off the screen, but that's okay.
Is that on the screen?
No, come down.
Is this on the screen?
I can't see it. Oh,
it's on the screen.
It is on the screen. I couldn't tell where you're writing.
All right.
So we also have some
2 lots of carrots, 1 on each vertical garden. And
they're succession planted, so they will be not becoming ripe at the same time. But we might want another one as well, even.
Okay, well,
so that we just keep 3 pots rotating.
That'd be good because carrots, they take a while.
Well, yeah, depending on the light conditions. So as we all know, need light to send that sweet energy into the plants.
I'll add a carrots up the top to see if we've got room for another pot.
Yeah.
We've currently also got rosemary growing.
Yep. And then we have thyme on the living room. And I think that's all we have.
We've got spinach, don't we?
Spinach and coriander. And that's it.
Some shorthand, make it nice and easy. And then we're going to move some of this parsley from the garden bed as well, aren't we?
Yes, so we're thinking about moving that from the fence garden bed to one of our pots. So in case we are unsure, this direction here is northward facing.
Is that on camera?
I don't know if it's on camera, so I'm going to do it down here. This way here is northward facing.
Okay, that's helpful to know. For the big garden beds anyway.
Yeah, so it will help us put the plants that need sun closer to the sun.
We've also got on our little trellises, 3 here, some beans growing.
Yeah. And some snow peas. Snow peas are over here and over here. If you want to add them.
Well, I've done 1. I'll add it there. There you go.
So, going down the list.
Yes. What actually grows in Melbourne at this time of year, Timothy?
Well, it's spring, so it's surprisingly a lot.
What? I never would have figured that out.
So, up first we have asparagus. Now, I love asparagus.
You do, and Zebby likes it.
Yep. Zebby has liked it in the past.
It's one of those ones that I don't appreciate as much.
Fair enough. My hesitation with planting it is that it'll take 2 years, maybe 3 years to actually start getting established.
That's a big commitment for a small garden.
It is a big commitment. I think it's probably worth it just because it does survive.
Okay, so
I think it's something that, because this is the 3rd year that we're planting this garden out, and we're not exactly sure we're not in a routine yet. It's hard to know where something can stay put for 3 years.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Should I put it up the top as if we've got space, we might play around with it?
Yeah, if we have space in the garden beds. Up next we have basil.
Yes.
Basil we love. We love our pesto.
And I think that'd be another really good one to have succession planting happening.
I'm not sure, our last set went to seed and died off during the winter.
Okay.
And in the guide, it's saying that this is the only month to plant it all year.
Okay. So in that case,
I think
one pot should be fine.
I think maybe we do 2 pots and then we can have plenty of basil.
Okay, 2 pots it is. We might need some more pots, Tim.
We shall see.
Our vertical garden might need to grow.
So up next is beans.
Yep, we've got that.
So I think these might be broad beans.
Okay.
So maybe we'll plant some actual beans. Because the broad beans I planted out of season and may not even give anything.
So would you plant it still in that trellis area and that same kind of area and see what...
Yeah, just see what survives.
Okay, I like it. We can have fun of picking it off the plant and go, what type is this?
Well, more like, this plant isn't dying. Let's pull this plant up. Into the compost bin with you. Okay, up next we have beetroot.
That's another one that Tim appreciates. I do not.
And it's so easy to get it in tin cans already.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, because if you grow it in the garden, it's not like you can eat it fresh. You have to prepare it in some way.
I'm not having fresh beetroot, so I don't know if there's a great reason to do it myself.
Yeah.
If you're homesteading and
you had bigger space, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But we don't... Oh, we've made some tomato paste and stuff that before, but we don't really get into canning or anything yet.
No.
Maybe in the future. Who knows?
Okay.
Never say never.
Up next that's suitable this time of year is capsicum.
Capsicum.
I love capsicum.
We have not had success with capsicum in the past, though.
Well, I feel like that was because it was shaded out.
Okay, so maybe give it a go this year?
I definitely want to see whether it can grow in this climate. I feel like it should.
Okay, so...
The chilies did really well, and they were in the sun, blocking the sun from the capsicum.
Right in the garden bed, or right it up this top part?
I think maybe just let's chuck as much as we can into the garden bed.
So we don't have to revisit.
Yeah.
Okay, so down here?
Yeah.
Good a place as any?
Sounds good.
Cool.
Okay. Up next we have carrots. We already got some carrot going.
We do have lots of carrots going.
And one of them's still kind of young, so I don't think we need to plant another just yet.
Cool.
Carrots can be grown basically any time of year except winter.
Yeah, we'll say maybe a third. Literally 3 minutes ago we said that. But maybe it will replace the spring onion that's going to seed at the moment.
Well, we don't have the spring onion here. So maybe we could write spring onion and then go / carrots.
Okay. Well, we've got it up the top there, so let's leave that for the moment.
Cool.
We've already made note of thinking about it.
Okay, another one that I like that Nikita doesn't appreciate.
You noticing a theme here?
Celery.
Celery! Yeah, no.
Celery is great.
Okay, so shall we write that down?
Yeah, I definitely want some celery.
Okay, so garden bed or vertical? Surely you need a garden bed rather than vertical garden space.
I think it could be both. I reckon it'd grow in both.
Okay, what are we going to do?
I reckon we could do half, maybe with the basil and then some in the garden bed, and we'll see which one works better.
Okay.
This year.
Give it a go.
Yeah.
Bit of an experiment.
It might not work well in the vertical garden.
Some celery here, maybe, as well.
Yeah, maybe in front of the capsicum.
Like here?
Yeah. And then, like, later in the year when we harvest the celery, then the capsicum will get more light, maybe.
Okay.
Or maybe, like, beside the capsicum, and then we'll plant lettuce in front of it.
We might need to think about spacing needed once we have this a good idea anyway. Like, let's get a good idea and then we can work on the logistics of spacing. And we're back. So, what's next on the list?
So, up next after celery, we have chili.
Chili. Well, we've got chili growing if it survives the transplant.
So, let's pass on from chili. Although this is the last month to plant chili.
Well, chili, like the chili plants that we had weren't fruitful for
a while.
So,
like maybe 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay, well, didn't do much in the first year.
I think if the chili dies, we might replant in that position. Like if it doesn't survive the transplant,
Yeah.
maybe replant it there. But otherwise, let's leave it as we were getting enough chilies from those two. How many chilies do you reckon you harvested this year?
So many. And it was weird because like so many of them came during winter.
Yeah, that's true.
Like it was very late autumn winter. Up next we have chives.
Yes, let's do some chives. There's so many times I do a recipe and just forgo the chives because I don't want to buy a little thing of chives from the supermarket just for a garnish on top.
Okay. Coriander. We just planted some.
We've got some, yep.
We do need to fill out the rest of that pot.
Because the cats?
Because the cats have been stomping down on them. So maybe like right next to it, like reseed in brackets or something.
Okay.
Cucumber.
Yes, we had great success with that last year, and Zebby loves cucumber.
He just takes chunks out of it and he loves it. Have it raw all day of the week.
Yeah. Where was that? That was quite a big plant, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't a plant as much as a vine.
Oh, the zucchini was the big plant.
The zucchini was the bigger plant.
Okay, I'm getting confused. So it's vine, so it will need a trellis?
Yes.
Okay, so where would you like to put that?
Well, maybe we put it up here and we use these thing, and then as the snow peas die off, you can kind of like just take over.
Yeah. Or even add, make it, because you've got the space either side that you could add another.
Yeah, extend it.
So
just make this whole fence area trellis area.
Kind of area. Yeah. Cucumber. Potentially on another trellis. There. We might need to get a couple more trellises if we're still doing tomatoes as well, though.
Maybe we'll just do the tomatoes over there.
But what about the cucumber then?
What about it? Up next we have eggplant.
Eggplant, that was a good one.
Yes, eggplant did well.
Yeah. That we grew it originally over in this section.
Yeah, so it didn't get enough sun.
Okay.
So I'm thinking maybe somewhere on this one.
Okay. Cool.
And we'll get some more sun.
I like that. Maybe here? Next to the celery here?
Maybe a bit more in the
Capsicum?
middle.
Okay. Let's do egg.
Egg.
We're going to grow eggs!
Oh dear.
Unfortunately, our yard is too small for chickens.
Well, yeah. I don't know what...
Plus, I wonder how our cats would deal with chickens.
Oh, they'd find them so tasty. Okay, up next we have globe artichoke.
Next.
I have no idea what artichoke is, really.
I know what it looks like. Can't say I've really tasted it.
Yeah. It might be one that we experiment in the future, but it's going to get cut from the list because it's starting to look a bit full.
We're a bit full.
So, gourd.
Next.
Jerusalem artichoke.
Next.
We have leeks. I think we have some seeds.
Yeah. I mean, that's not one I cook with a lot. I'd have to find recipes to do leek. Like, the only thing I can think of with leek is a soup, and we're going to spring summer. I don't really want soups.
Yeah, so maybe that's one that we, like,
Do
plant with something else. So, do you wanna just put it on the side or something? Okay, after leeks we have lettuce.
Yes.
Let us rejoice
Yes.
for lettuce.
Are we going to succession plant the lettuce?
I think
Or
we'll try
maybe,
some in like the front row of the garden beds, some in the
Okay.
other area. Yeah.
Alright, cool.
So I think we mainly have only cos lettuce. We might have some iceberg. We'll check.
I think cos and baby cos is what we tend to, like, if I buy it, that's what I tend to buy.
Okay.
I think it would be good to try some of the red lettuce variety,
Okay.
just to make our plates more appealing and
Do you think that might be mustard greens?
maybe. I think we should do rocket. I know we haven't come up to it yet, but rocket I think we should add to the list.
What about mustard greens?
What's mustard greens?
I don't know.
Maybe we need to Google it.
It's like leafy stuff that you'd find in a salad, I think.
I mean, if we've got the space, I'm happy to try it, but
Maybe we'll... Yeah, well, we don't have the seeds, I don't think.
no. Let's use all the seeds we have.
If you have some seeds,
Send it
it
our
to
way.
us. Not sure what the...
We'll need to do a PO box.
I'm not sure what the rules for sending living materials through the post is.
It's only seeds.
Yeah, if they were coming from overseas and they were a weed, that's just seeds as well.
Moving on.
Apparently we missed a window to plant onion, but I
Oh.
think we could plant it anyway.
I mean, it's either going to grow or it's not.
So I reckon we do some onions.
Okay, should we do... Well, we've got the shallot bulbs.
So shallots are still in season.
Okay.
So, do you just do the shallots, or do you
I
want
think, let's... Oh,
I'd love some red onions.
we've got red shallots.
Yes, I don't know what the difference is.
I think they're just like baby onions, to be honest. I'm sure there's probably a slightly different flavour. Trying to sound fancy here, the correct word is... Flavour. Profile! Oh, probably got a slightly different flavour profile, but I can't tell the difference, so...
So we have parsley already, so
Yeah.
we don't need to do that. Parsnip.
Sorry, going back to shallots / onions, do you want to put it up on the balcony in the two smaller pots? Or where would you like to, or in the vertical garden?
So we've tried doing onions in the vertical garden before. I'm not sure why they didn't work.
Okay.
Like all the spring onions worked, but
Yeah.
maybe we'll try doing it in the... I think it would be another good one for at the front.
Okay, so maybe over here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Slash. Cool.
So parsnip we don't care about.
Nope.
So it's already past peas time. Potato.
Potato. Yes. That's something that I really want to grow this year.
So Nikita was really jealous of our friends whose plants did so well.
They did so good. He did really well. He did corn really well, which we couldn't really get in our garden because of the sun. And he did potatoes, which we haven't tried before. And such a good harvest.
Yeah, so Nikita's going to get her hands dirty this year. Pumpkin.
Why did I dance? Pumpkin. Yes, I like pumpkin. Pumpkin's good. We were thinking...
I'm thinking maybe it could go up the trellis as well with the tomatoes and the snow peas.
I think we need more trellises.
That's fine.
So pumpkin over here?
Yeah.
Alright. Isn't pumpkin like flowing over the side, more growing on the ground rather than up a trellis? Or am I wrong here?
If you remember what the person from
Vision
Me, yeah.
Oh yeah, he had his up on a
overhang
thing.
Yeah,
That
he
was
was
cool.
he was doing it like not peas, like grapes.
Yeah, except it got stuck. Yeah. Good episode, that one.
Radish?
Nah.
It can be planted any time of the year anyway. Rhubarb.
Nah.
Rocket.
Yes. Writing it down. Maybe we'll put it down here
Yeah.
with the lettuce.
Okay. Rock melon. I think we have enough big fruits.
Yeah.
Shallots.
Yep.
Silver beets. I think we have some from the Woolworths mini pack.
Yeah.
So we'll just give that a shot.
Maybe. I mean, we'll give it a shot, but I'm like, that would be one that I would have to figure out what to cook with it.
Okay, spring onions.
Yep.
I'm not sure if these
Hang on a second.
ones that...
What's next on the list?
Let me tell you.
Please do.
So we had silver beets.
Yeah, no. Well,
We have the Woolworths packet, so
Okay.
we may as well use the seeds before they die.
okay. So maybe that's one we can experiment with this year. That can be our new food to expand our horizons of our taste buds.
Sounds good. We have spring onions.
Yep.
So I don't know if these ones that are flowering are going to be
They actually look quite pretty. Like, the flower looks...
interesting.
It's unusual, but it's pretty.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if there's any bees visiting them and if they're going to be fertilized and whatnot, but we shall see.
Okay, so do you want me to write that down somewhere?
Yes, we definitely want to plant some.
Okay.
I think it'd be good to do in our vertical garden bed.
Yeah, because it worked well last autumn or whatever we ended up doing.
Okay.
Springo.
Not this month, but
Yep.
next month we want to do sweet potatoes. So
Well, we do, but remember I've looked into
how they grow.
how they grow, and it's
Not from a spud, it's from
it's from a tube thing, and you can't the potatoes you can buy seed potatoes for, but you have to kind of just you can't buy that for sweet potatoes. You have to just kind of let your sweet potatoes go off.
Okay.
So I'd like to do that, but I want to focus on potatoes this year. So if we get sweet potatoes, great. If we don't have room for them, I'm not stressed.
Awesome. We have corn. We've tried corn the last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
And it has not worked for us.
I think we need to just do a bit of a produce swap with our mate.
Yeah. I think
Getting to grow some extra corn for us.
I think we just don't get enough sun in our yard for
Yeah.
it. So that's a bit sad.
Bit sad.
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes. They worked really well.
They do work really well.
So we're going to do them at the back here. Is what we've said. We're doing tomatoes and cherry tomatoes, or just cherry tomatoes?
I think we have Roma tomatoes.
Okay, so maybe half and half.
Yeah, we'll just plant a lot and we'll see what comes up.
Tomatoes is another one that Zebby really loves to eat.
So
He just eats it like an apple.
I think these are all indeterminate, meaning that they're all vines
Yeah.
that we have. I don't think we have any bushy tomatoes.
No, I don't think we do either.
But bushy tomatoes might work well for this other garden bed that's a larger one, the south garden bed.
Okay. Maybe we can look at some seeds of that if we've got room. Let's plant first, maybe.
Watermelon.
Yeah, that's another one that you like, I do not.
And we've tried in the past.
We've got one watermelon from it before.
No.
Oh.
Its seedlings have always been attacked by stuff, so
yes.
it has never grown up. So I'm not sure if Melbourne's even the correct climate for it. I feel like watermelon's such a summer
fruit, yeah.
that I'm not sure if
It'd go in.
But I think we have the seed, so I'm gonna give it a shot again.
If you can find the room for it. Put it on the edge and let it go over.
Yeah. I kind of don't want to let anything go over this one. I'm thinking stuff that goes over on this one maybe. So
To me, that garden bed's looking very full.
that's fine. I don't think that...
Everything's gonna work?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's put it in the middle.
Sure.
Let's grow water.
Lovely.
Okay, how about I'll add the melon. What's a melon?
And finally on this list we have zucchini.
Yes.
So, zucchini was the one that was
Grew big.
huge.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like even like putting it in a pot rather than in our garden bed, like it took up so much room.
Okay, but where would you put said pot?
In front of the tree? Right here?
Yeah, okay. What about if we got another, like, mini, like, circular, birdies?
I was just thinking like maybe a big pot that's kind of like a bit lower than the tree.
Okay, so...
A bit closer to the ground.
I can't put it on there!
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe we start like the zucchinis off in small pots, see which seedling's doing well, and then we can transfer it to the pot when we get it.
I'm gonna write zucchini.
Where did you write that?
In between the two.
Oh dear.
That's where it's going.
We're not gonna remember it there.
Yeah, I'll put a big asterisk. That's my zucchini plant. Do you like my pretty graphics?
Let us know if you think we've forgotten any plants.
Well, we've got room here, or is onions and stuff all going to go across? Or maybe a tomato plant going to go in there.
I think we have like quite a lot of flowers that we haven't planted,
Yeah.
and it would be good to have some like
for bees.
bees.
So maybe even... Yeah, I think we're going to do flowers in these two smaller... No, we're doing strawberries in these two smaller ones. We're going to transplant some strawberries in those. And then I think we've got some smaller ones on top of that we might do some flowers up on the balcony too.
Yeah, so if we do some trellises along the back here, I think that will work well.
Yeah, so do I. And unfortunately, so we're in Melbourne and we're in lockdown again, our 6th lockdown. We've spent over 250, 200 and something days in lockdown so far, and our Bunnings is shut. It means we have to do orders online, which, I mean, it's fine, but annoying. So from this, we can now do a Bunnings haul order.
Just to fill in the gaps that we
that we don't have. So these ones here, are we planning on leaving them for succession planting for moving strawberries over?
We could do flowers as well.
Flowers.
I think there was a couple like silver beets and stuff.
Yeah.
And carrots and strawberries and leek.
Yeah, so maybe one of them.
Maybe we write down the leek now and the other one as...
I feel like leek is quite big. I don't know if leek's going to grow in them.
I feel like it's not going to be bigger than celery.
That's true. Maybe. I don't know. We can always try. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Leek. We've got 2 lots of lettuce. We've got rocket down there, and then we're going to do a third carrots. Cool.
Silver beet. Thanks so much for joining us. I hope you think about what you can plant in your garden this season, and may your harvest be plentiful. Yeah. So make sure it is. Give this video a big thumbs up.
Because that means it will be.
It means
we
that
can guarantee.
Guaranteed good harvest if you like this video. Disclaimer. That's not true.
Have a good one, guys.
See you.